in front of ESPN.
Nigga, my mama gonna go to war, nigga. I don't give a fuck how old she is or how old I am. So if I got a pops, that nigga gonna do this. Well, he better do this. That's right.
Yeah. But now we're opening the door for all of these parents to start coming out and protecting their kids.
If you think that's bad, wait till you see Shador.
Right, it's about to get worse.
Dion already doing that. We all saw what we saw, and you know what we saw.
That's elementary school.
No.
That's all
When you a teammate, he push him like, man, like, let's go. He push him like, get off of me.
Get off of me.
Get off me.
No, don't touch me.
Was it worth the $30,000? Now? In the moment.
In that moment.
In the moment.
He was up.
You remember? Was it bingo night? Or was it? 44. You know what we do on this show, boy. We flow, boy. But keep it high level. This is going to just give you the beats. And I give you my opinion at the end on all of these topics. But what's going on, the core issue, is the carriage rights fee.
First of all, start off the right way. Exactly. Let me start out like this. This is why I'm broke and you got money. This whole Dak Prescott saga.
What are those? On the field, I got metric after metric. He's a winner. Okay, he's number one in all categories for the Dallas Cowboys first 5 seasons. Off the field, unquestionable character. Like, the only thing you got on Dak Prescott is,
I am undisputed in me playing basketball, and I just want to line up these
he's getting up.
and show, yeah, we doing this for real. This is what I did.
This one?
Cut that up, baby. This boy, it's wet time. That's what I do.
I still don't know why this is a pick, except exceptional play by the defender. Look at that. 2 dudes reaching, and then he comes between them and say, let me split this bunk bed. And I'm out of here. Shotgun snap, slips. Oh, that's a sack on your first play ever in the NFL. I know your nightmares came true. You're like, God dang. Oh, yeah, this ain't it. Look at this blitz right here.
I mean, he only knows so much what he's reading off stats, off paper. I mean, everything's good on paper. But I would always love to hear from a player because they play the game.
What about a journalist? Like, being real, NARPs are journalists. Like, you're from that pool, right? So imagine somebody just said, you didn't play the game. I don't want to hear it.
She would have a living room full of people at about 10 p.m. probably every other Friday or Saturday. Come up here and I already know what they want, and I got to sing whatever song I got.
Did you say song. Sing, not rap? You said sing, huh?
Sing. Yeah, they ain't trying to hear no rap. They ain't trying to hear no rap. Yeah.
Well, you think you can do something with that? Hey man, Michael Jordan too light in the tail. Okay, you know what, big dog? Yes. I'm light in the tail. If you want some of this, let's go one-on-one right now. Let's get
Everyone's playing the hits, but I'm a DJ. And one thing I know from my DJing experience is that you don't just play the hits. You play things that people haven't found out about yet. Discovery. Not up to me. I don't have this ego where I'm a buck, talk trash, and be like, yo, I don't like this. I don't like this. I'm gonna be like this. All right, I got enough talent. I got enough belief in me. I know what I want to do. Yep, let me go do it.
Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, baby. It don't stop. It don't quit. We back at it. Oh, man, love to all you guys out there. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and make sure you become a member of Hydration Situation. That dude is at it again. We got a gang of topics today. We're going to get into this Lamar Jackson contract situation. Little bit of drama. As you know, they gonna come at him. It's going to always be some drama when you talk contracts with him. Why we got drama? Because you're represented by your mama. Yeah, we're going to talk through that. Nick Wright. Oh, man. Nick Wright is coming at Draymond saying you got a little too much free time. I know why. He's coming for his head. And Stephen A. Smith and Zion Williamson going back and forth. LeBron jumps up in there. Oh, y'all ain't seen that clip, huh? Y'all ain't seen that video. We'll show you that. And Cam Newton goes in on this NFL quarterback draft class, basically saying they are ass. The class is ass. I'm not going to say it because itty bitties do actually watch this show. As y'all know, my itty bitties crashed my show yesterday. So all love to everybody out there. Let's see who's in these comments before we get into it. So love to you guys, some of the members, some of the reliables. I see you. I see you. I see you. Let's go to war. Pretty people. TC210. Good morning, everybody. Blah, 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 blah. We know how the game goes. I see you in there. Love to you. DJ Ass. That's your name? DJ Ass. Let's go. Let's get some money gone. All right. Enough stalling. It's time to get into this balling. Lamar Jackson. I know. Sorry, Miss Jackson. They're coming at you again. Let's talk it.
A lot of business deals get done. And one of the business deals getting talked about is Lamar Jackson's new contract. It's just remarkable to me. And I've always been a huge Ravens fan and a big Lamar supporter.
Same here. Weird. Please beat it up in the comments. I play for 4 teams, and I root for all of them. Now, I can't lie. In order, I root for the Chargers because partly proximity and partly because that's when I played my best, or at least I was recognized as playing my best. I think I had some Buffalo years in there, too, that was sick. But then Buffalo. But it's far. And it's way out there. How many times am I going to get to Buffalo? Stop playing. I live in L.A., right? And then I go for Dallas just because every time I tell somebody I play for the Cowboys, they light up. They be like, oh, sure, you play for the Cowboys. No matter what I say, they be like, oh, good. Oh, that's great. Oh, yeah. Then I say Cowboys. They lose their mind. And then Jacksonville comes in the rear. But for some reason, I actually root for 5 teams, even though I only play for 4. It's the Baltimore Ravens. What's it about the Ravens that got people loving them, even if they don't have that real association with them?
But just to give you an idea, I said yesterday, the Ravens are done being a Super Bowl bubble team. There's no possible way with what they're going to pay him. So his current cap hit is $74 million.
Damn.
Let me give you an example of what that pays for in Seattle, the Super Bowl champs.
Before he goes there, did you hear what he said? That it's over. The Super Bowl bubble team, like, it's going to pop. Now, it could pop and work. And he's not saying that. I am. Or what he's saying, you're going to pop, and it ain't going to work. Damn.
That would pay for Sam Darnold, JSN, Devin Witherspoon, Nick Almonwari, the safety, Gray Zabel, and DeMarcus Lawrence. And you'd still have $3 million left over to buy every Seattle Seahawks lifetime Starbucks card. The Ravens are out of the Super Bowl discussion with this new contract. And they have to, theoretically, they also have to pay their all-world center, probably the second best center in football, which sort of matters for a quarterback.
Can y'all believe it? I told you it was drama. Y'all thought it was clickbait, huh? Ain't no drama. This money is going to be acting funny this offseason, okay? And then we're going to get into detail of the communication that's on top of this because, you know, in any negotiation, once the ego enters the room, and the ego usually enters the room when there is some communication issues, when there is some lack of respect for the other side, and that's coming.
So whenever I hear these fans say, it's such a moronic thing to say, give blank star the bag, and you celebrate it. Well, I'm glad the player gets rich, but you want to know what wins in the NFL? Depth and flexibility like Seattle. Team-friendly quarterback deals like right now Chicago or Denver or Seattle or New England.
Basically, where them rookies at, right? Before you get to that second deal as a quarterback, if you're a good quarterback. Now, if you're a bad quarterback, second deal ain't going to matter. But if you're a good quarterback, you get to that second deal, them $200-300 million contracts, it's a problem. We got other situations. We're going to compare this to Josh Allen in Buffalo. It's a problem.
The 4 highest paid quarterbacks the last 4 seasons. Aaron Rodgers, Joe Burrow, and Dak Prescott twice. All missed the playoffs. And I've always been a big fan of Lamar Jackson, but between his mom acting as his agent, his refusal to do off-season camps, the mystery injuries, and let's be honest, the need to be the highest paid quarterback, that's the thing he wants to be, it's starting to feel like, honestly, a little Kawhi Leonard, where you're like, mercurial, mystery, family to involve, maybe. And then there's the stories about him falling asleep during meetings because he's playing late-night video games.
When it rains, it pours, boy. And it pours no more than when you got some money in the conversation. Golly, ain't this crazy? And look, I know Colin Cowherd, work with Colin Cowherd, so I understand how this goes. Please don't think somebody is sitting there pulling the strings of Colin Cowherd say, attack. No. It's deeper than that. You don't have to prop up Colin Cowherd say, attack Lamar Jackson. Why? Because he's in a contract negotiation. But what happens is we're so programmed. Our bias is so implicit that the first thing he leads off with is he's represented by his mother. Okay, let me give you some thought experiments. This is how I think. This is how I roll. This is why I don't have a big circle. Because half the time I'm hanging out, I'm thinking about crazy stuff, weird stuff, different stuff. Here's a thought experiment. What if his mother, and I forget her name. Golly, I should know her name. She's the lead agent at Clutch Sports, the one that has Jalen Hurts. What if that was his mama? Oh, I thought you can't have your mother as an agent. Well, if my mother was an agent. Okay, so what you really mean is it ain't the problem of his mama as his agent, is the fact that you don't respect her as an agent. You think she did the whole deal? You think she didn't hire a lawyer per hour? You didn't think she gives a lawyer the final say-so, final look over? So what we're doing is we're using things that we know will trigger the audience and trick them. What if my dad was, I don't know, let's say Drew Rosenhaus? Could my daddy be an agent? Oh, your daddy is an agent, so it's fine. So it's not the family relationship. It's the fact that they don't respect his mother. And I'm going to show you guys why Lamar and smart people should respect his mother because of the deal she did and the money that they are keeping. But then you get into all these other things that every single player ever in NFL history is guilty of, like falling asleep in a meeting. Will you stop? Now, that was the one thing I did get mad at Lamar Jackson for. And I understand why he lied, but you shouldn't have lied. Like, oh, I never fall asleep in a meeting. Man, stop. You ain't been in enough meetings if you ain't slept in one. They just caught Aaron Glenn at the combine, sleeping at the combine. Who the hell doesn't go to sleep doing something that you do all the time? So anyway, they just really, it's not even Colin. It's a programming. Oh, you're going against the flow. I dare you. It's like some deep Matrix stuff. People really get caught up in it.
Which was reported by somebody from the Baltimore Sun who covers the team. So somebody leaked that out. Somebody in the organization leaked that out. And I have a hard time believing a person who covers a team just wanted to alienate everybody and make stuff up.
Okay, leak what? What you gonna tell me next? They drink water at practice? Leak what? Lamar Jackson goes to sleep in meetings. Okay, well, and they changed the practice schedule because of Lamar Jackson. Did I tell y'all the Junior Seau story? Yes, I have. Let's do it again. Junior Seau was there. Mike Riley talking. He's like, all right, guys, see you tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Junior said, He said, 8 o'clock, 8 a.m., no? And he started doing a little no. 8:30. Junior's like, He said 9 o'clock, buddy, 9 o'clock. All right, guys, see you tomorrow at 9. How many times have we seen after a big win, they say, all right, guys, bring it in here. We killed them, we did this, and we did this. Victory Monday, yeah. That means we ain't got practice on Monday. Who dictated that? The coach said it, but who dictated that? The players. We change stuff all the time. Oh, we can't practice in the morning because of Lamar. Man, please. That is not the reason. And matter of fact, I bet you some of them coaches like, good looking.
Of course, the Ravens and Lamar deny it. But
because it ain't happening.
One of the things that's true, somebody in the last week listening or watching this show has been fired. Never forget, Walt Disney was fired, Oprah was fired, Steve Jobs was fired. It's not the end of the world. One door closes, as they say, another one opens up. But Jim Harbaugh was shown the door in San Francisco. Things have worked out pretty well. John Harbaugh was shown the door in Baltimore. And next year, Lamar Jackson will have a cap hit that is 20 times higher than Jackson Dart of the Giants. And I'm starting to think when
we gotta stop there. Moment of silence. God dang. That means there's opportunity in New York.
I hear about this new contract situation with Lamar and Linderbaum. Did John Harbaugh escape a potential mess for the next several years. $74 million buys you 6 Seahawks and $3 million left over.
Blah, blah, blah. Hey, Colin does his job. That's why he's a top dog right there. Love for what he just broke down. At the same time, look, the Ravens are in a contract negotiation, and any contract negotiation you ever been in, trust me, you better have thick skin because it's going to take way longer than you want. They're going to make you work for what you're going to get, and most importantly, you're going to hear a lot of bad stuff about you if you are involved. If you're involved, they're going to beat you up. I don't care what contract you're talking about. It could be Lamar Jackson. Yeah, you know, the injuries. Yeah, you know, he did go to sleep on Wednesday, October 23rd. Yeah, you know, sometimes I see him coming to practice. He's going over the speed limit. Yeah. You'd be like, what? They do that. My $40 million deal started off with it started off with a zero conversation. Like, all right, he could go. What? How? In the same day they offer me, within hours, they offered me zero. They said, you can leave and go to Oakland. San Diego did. Bye, Wiley. Go to Oakland. I had zero. I took my first trip to the Chargers because I wanted to be my last trip. I'm not into the recruiting process. I don't need like the stipend. I don't need to go get no pizza slices. I don't need to see the cheerleaders. I don't need to go into the frat parties. No, I'm in the pros, bro. I'm going where I want to be. Junior Seau there, Rodney Harrison there, that defense there. Y'all about to draft? Now I know LT, Drew Brees. Let's go. Didn't win a damn game, but still. I don't need all that. Where the money at? I go there for that little 2-hour tour. Yeah, nice weight room. Yeah, it doesn't have weights in it? Yeah, it's a nice weight room, damn it. I'm going to work out by myself anyway. Oh, nice practice field. Stop. That's what y'all money is. Where my money at? Nothing. They let me walk out that door. I walked in there, walked out in 2 hours. They said, peace. Enjoy Oakland. Not too much, though. Zero. Got to the airport, 0 turned to 20. And in 10 minutes at the airport, sitting there at gate B5, not even private. They fly you private now. God dang it. Guess what happened? I went from 0 to 40. Stop playing with me. They were talking some bad about me too, to the agent though. But the point is, it happens. It happens. But let me tell you what also happens. Because his agent is his mama. Y'all better slow down. Check this out. All right, so Lamar Jackson doesn't have an agent. So he entered the NFL without an agent, still doesn't have an agent, and that would accumulate to $8 million in fees that he has saved on that $269 million contract. And he's kept the money and invested it in different places. Just remember that. Now, on this show, we got perspective. He has saved north of $8 million. Okay? That's money out of his pocket he was going to have to give. Now, how much money would he have gotten? Some are speculating. If he did have an agent, would he have got more? I don't know. I think he signed an amazing deal. It was the highest paid deal at the time. But time has shifted, right? And we're going to show you that as well. But let's talk a little deeper detail. Come on, y'all. I know y'all don't like to read, so I'll read for you. The dawn of a new era for the Ravens. Jesse Minter is the new coach. He takes the reins. Declan Doyle, new OC. Yeah. Oh, Lamar Jackson played his best football under Monken. He's now in Cleveland. So now let's talk about it. That being said, his situation is far from settled right now. He has yet to sign a contract extension. And with the team having conversion rights, now, this is when you say, mama, go grab that man we hired. They don't need his permission to add void years to his contract or convert salary to signing bonuses. You hear that? They don't need his permission. Come here, Lamar. We don't need you to sign nothing. We're just going to show you what we did, okay? That could help them lower his cap hit by nearly $40 million. Colin! See, everybody talking about his mama not an agent. You ain't one either. God dang it. Did you know they had the conversion rights and they could drop this thing on down? But why drop it down when you could get it done? Yeah. Why? War can't be avoided. Just postpone. So let's handle it. Let's go to war. I don't want to deal with this later. I don't want to delay it. Nah. So they can drop it down to forward. So that was put it at 27. How many Seahawks can you buy with that? Right? Or we can just get a deal done. But getting an extension done would probably be better for both parties. Yes. Seems like that's not on the table right now. Now, before I continue to read, I guarantee you know what's about to happen. Here comes an attack. Let's hear it. According to ESPN insider Dan Graziano, love. Both parties aren't close to an agreement yet. All right, that's a typical line, but listen to this. And since Jackson doesn't have an agent, things could get a little messy. Look how they do you, dog. They want you in the system. You don't think so? That's why we keep building jails and prisons everywhere. They want you in the system. Now, they ain't going to force you in there, but when you get in there, they like, yes, because we get paid per attendee. It's crazy. Ravens aren't close to an extension. Jackson's contract already has 4 years, and Baltimore would prefer to do an extension and avoid dumping more cap charges into future years for which he's not yet signed. Jackson still doesn't use an agent, and that has led to some complications in these kinds of talks between him and the team in the past. So it's hard to handicap the Ravens' chances of getting it done. Wow. Oh, you mean they had some back and forth before over a contract that's going to be $300 million? Oh, that doesn't happen if you have an agent. If you have an agent, there's no delay. There's no issues. There's no back and forth. It doesn't take time if you have an agent. See what I'm saying? See how they color your head? They make you think. They just trigger you. This is how you get programmed, y'all. It's not deep. It's not like, oh, he's on Clutch's payroll, that kind of stuff y'all be saying. No, it ain't that. Ain't nobody on no payroll. You just get programmed, damn it. Jackson signed through the 2027 season, but only $29 million of his contract is guaranteed for the remainder of the deal. He's going to have a $74.5 million cap hit, so in both parties' best interest to get a deal done sooner than later. Then again, negotiations with Jackson have been long and complicated in the past. Longer than it was for Dak? Longer than it was for Kirk Cousins? How many times did Kirk Cousins get franchise and get paid? And Dak, franchise, get paid. That's not a long contract negotiation. It seems like we just can't come to a deal. Well, damn it. My name is Jerry Jones, and I said the deal is he's franchised. See how they do it? And I'm saying all this, and I ain't even got to get racial. I ain't even got to get into her gender. You know, now if I was on a show, if I was on ESPN or something, I'd definitely go there because I know how y'all act when I racialize things or when you genderize things. All of a sudden, oh my God, it's viral, right? You don't get viral when you just call it like it is. I'm calling it like it is. All agents go through this. Yeah, it takes time. When it's that much money, come on, y'all. Other teams will also try to poach in and inquire about his potential availability if they don't reach an agreement anytime soon. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, that's drama. Y'all, huh? Y'all want to see some more drama? You want to see a dead body? What movie? Want to see a dead body? Peep this. This is crazy. All right, I'm going to show you this. So they try to frame it. Some dude, I don't know his name, Danny R. Okay. Considering Lamar and Josh are on really similar paths and talent level, it looks like Josh Allen's agent got him about $70 million more than Jackson and also $65 million more in guaranteed money. Lamar was basically scammed compared to Allen's contract. Laugh my onion. He should have gotten an agent like Josh did. Now, this points out just general public ignorance. Because one, they signed their deals 2, almost 3 years apart, so you know how much the money is going up. Thank you, Roger Goodell, as I always bring up to you guys. But more importantly, let's dive into this. Lamar Jackson, 3rd year, 5-year, $260. And $185 million guaranteed, average 52. I'm not going to bore y'all with all this, but y'all can see that. That's the general, right? Peep this. A few years later, you get this, $330, $250. And this knucklehead going to say, oh, because he had an agent. No, he got his deal done later, donut. Jesus. I can't go around this whole world trying to find all of the issues and ignorance and hypocrisies and contradictions, but damn it, I'm going to try. Oh, so in summation, y'all, look, Lamar Jackson is going to go through what everybody goes through when there's big money involved, right? Big business is going to be a big negotiation and it's going to be long. All that said, please stop going at his mama. His mama already proved y'all wrong, right? Please. Then y'all can't make it genderized because the lady, I'm so sorry, I forget your name because you're big time, is at Clutch Sports. She has all the big deals. Jalen Hurts on down, and he was the highest paid. Then you can't racialize it because David Mulugeta is the top football agent, right? Him or even Rich Paul. Y'all better. Anyway. Y'all done? Good. Beat it up in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this contract drama. How's it going to land? How's it going to turn out? Let me know. And also, Hit the like button, subscribe, and become a member. All the above. Let this show go. Okay? We the only show that talks about every show, too. Those shows be acting like they don't exist. The other one don't exist. Love McAfee. He can't talk about Stephen A. Smith on this show. What happens? Pew, pew, pew. Stephen A. Smith, he act like McAfee ain't there unless he on some podcast somewhere, right? Talking about why LeBron go on his show. Hold on. Y'all in the same company. Y'all can't talk to each other? Y'all on the same team. Y'all can't rock with each other? Authenticity. Y'all fake. Y'all false. That's why I like doing this show. Bring it on. Bring it on. All comers, right? Including me. It's all love. So hit the like button. Let's get into what Cam Newton is seeing in this draft class. Now, Cam Newton always comes off as a hater when he starts talking about quarterbacks because all y'all think that he's jealous and envious. It's never going to come out objectively to you. But to me, it does. Because he was right about a lot of situations. Like last year, he told you New England, they're going to get somewhere, but they ain't going to get where they need to be. And they got close. Drake May, he kind of called some things out. Let's see if he called this one out properly. Let's go.
This is the absolute worst quarterback draft class in the last 2 decades.
Starting off hot. Cam he's been in the lab. He knows his craft now. Let's look at this real quick. Fernando Mendoza. Can't lie. People still questioning him because it feels like it was an overnight success, even though we know to become an overnight success, it takes forever. And he was at Cal killing it. People were like, yo, who this dude at Cal? Well, he ain't at Cal no more. He went to Indiana, just won a natty. Had a perfect year. Ty Simpson, yeah, he good, he talented, all that, but, started off. Look, now we start getting into Garrett, Carson. I can't lie. When Carson Beck is at the top level, I'm like, okay. I'm lower on Carson Beck than I probably should be, or I'm just dead right and I know too much ball. Drew and Diego. Look, like John Gruden is trying to make me believe in Diego Pavia, but okay. All right. I'm listening, Cam. You got my attention.
And you want to know who's to blame?
Who is it?
Arch Manning.
He ain't even in this draft class.
Exactly. He was supposed to be. What Arch Manning was supposed to be was everything that Fernando Mendoza was.
National championship.
All-American. Heisman.
Face of college football.
All the above.
But, okay, dead on. Let's add a layer to it. Dead on. But at the same time, don't we get to push that back and we found some new money. Like, we didn't even earn this money. We didn't earn Fernando Mendoza if we college football, NFL draft prospect. He just fell on our lap. Okay, we take it. And we still got Arch Manning to play with. Pause.
Generational talent. The athleticism and the running ability of his grandfather, Archie. He had the throwing power and the throwing ability as his uncle, Eli. And he was supposed to be and is as cerebral as his other uncle, Payton. This is not a beat on Arch Manning not being a good football player. This debate is about Arch Manning not developing fast enough to be what everybody, including myself, expected him to be.
Damn. Cam in the lab, dog. I will say this, and I don't know if anxiety is the word because, look, Coach Sark is my dog. We came out the same draft class. That's my dude. He was my neighbor when he was a head coach of USC. We got it in. That's a good dude. I will say this. It's got to be anxiety. But Arch Manning, golly, I'm weak. I can't open this water bottle for nothing. Hold on, y'all. I got to get in that lab. Speaking of getting in the lab. Yes. Still got it, boy. I used to bench press 495. You better leave me alone. Got to get some fuel. It's got to be anxiety. Imagine living your life. And a lot of kids are going through this right now. And I think it's a good problem to have that the whole world is like rooting for you or rooting against you. Yes, I said it because they come together. Please do not have your kids thinking everybody gonna love them. Please don't do that. So if your son or daughter is it on campus, popular, it in sports, popular, they gonna get hated on. And they better know it comes with the terrain. We running the hurdles, girl. This ain't no open race. It's always gonna be some hurdles. Okay, so that said, it's a good thing that Arch Manning gets hated on and loved. Praise and criticism. right? The cost of praise is criticism. However, still tough on you, right? Especially when everyone's saying, oh, you're not what I thought you were. When you're in development trying to figure out who you are. Catch that? I don't even know who I am. I don't even know what I can become. But I know it's going to be good. But then y'all are rooting against where I am right now because it's not to your expectations with your non-balling ass. Your ass can't throw it. You can't throw the ball to your feet. And I know what that means. Just drop it, there you go. You can't even do that, but you on my head talking about what I need to be and what I need to become. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. If I'm Arch Manning, I'm like, y'all can have it.
You look at this year's draft, you got Fernando Mendoza, you got Todd Simpson, Nussmeier, Carson Beck, Diego Pavia. You got all these different quarterbacks that it's like, okay. I don't really see no franchise quarterbacks.
Y'all stupid. Pause. We got it in.
Just don't see it. Now hear this out though.
All right.
The decision for Arch Manning to go back to Texas now can potentially put the 2027 quarterback class better than we probably have ever seen. It was an aggressive take by saying Arch Manning is to blame, but what Arch Manning really did was bolster potentially the greatest quarterback draft ever.
Okay, I hope he's going to reveal it. Who in the hell coming out next year with Arch? Big boy Sellers at South Carolina, right? What's his first name? Who else? What else? Tell me something.
In the history of drafts, you have Arch Manning, you have Dante Moore, you have Trinidad Chambliss, Norris Sellers, Julian Sayin. Those guys are loaded. The best draft class ever, in my honest opinion, in the last 20 years. 2020. Joe Burrow, Tua Tagovailoa, Justin Herbert, Jordan Love. Last but not least, Jalen Hurts. The worst.
Damn.
2007. Jamarcus Russell, number 1. Brady Quinn went number 22. And Kevin Cobb went 37th over.
Oh, we got to stop playing. Jesus. Golly, life come at you fast. Man, I remember that class. Oh, that ain't it now, huh? Whew. That's tough. Where's Kevin Cobb?
Oh, that's the second round pick. It's worth the debate.
It's worth the debate.
Think about it.
I wonder what the comments say, man. What's y'all thoughts of the worst draft class in this potential draft class of 2026?
Blah, blah, blah. Whew. I mean, look, worst draft class can't be Jamarcus Russell's, but it's just because Jamarcus Russell's in there, you just got to say that. But being real, come on, y'all. That can't be the worst draft class, can it? Think of all them years where nobody came out, good or bad. You just like, blah, right? We always give bad like the worst when sometimes it's a lot of blah, a lot of blah. A lot of blah to me is a worse class than a good, and a horrible. You get it? Like if you got a bunch of C minuses versus you got a B, you got a C, and you got an F. I look at that guy that just consistently is just below average, worse than the guy who just fell off and then everybody else is all right. So beat it up in the comments. Help me out. I don't know. I don't know. I should use ChatGPT, huh? Ooh, let's do that. Let's have some fun real quick. Let's do a DJ Academics. That's what he does. He always is like, all right, let me beat something up. Let me go. Draft class. All right, let's go. ChatGPT. I'm going to let y'all see this too. ChatGPT. Let's go. Let's do it, baby. Let's do it, girl. I need to see y'all. Okay, let me get my typing skills out. I'm never in front of the keyboard. Worst NFL draft. No, class. I don't want no pick ever. That was slow. Come on, I'm not in front of the computer. Come on. Some NFL drafts are widely considered among the worst ever. 92. Where were you in 92? Where were you in 92? Y'all remember that song? Ah, damn it. I gotta say quarterbacks. I was like, what the hell are you talking about? Troy Vincent. What the hell? Quarterbacks. Quarterbacking. What did E40 say? Quarterbacking. All right, here we go. 2013. Here we go. That's gonna be Jamarcus, ain't it? Don't do that. Yes, I told you. What I tell y'all? I told you. I knew I had a theory and I just couldn't say it right. It's worse to have bloods than to have bad. Man, I lived. I've done well in my 51 years to understand life a little bit. E.J. Manuel, Geno Smith, Mike Glennon, and Matt Barkley. Geno tried to save it a little bit. The rest, I mean, he's killing it on TV. That's the homie. I forgot about Matt Barkley and certainly Mike Glennon. Okay, what else? I don't do bus, but whatever. All right. Damn, Drew Stanton. Remember that? Good Lord. Oh, okay. Tony Banks and Danny Werfel, who can play pickleball like none other. Shout out to Danny Werfel, who's a dude. Love Danny Werfel. All right. I knew it. I knew it wasn't a Jamarcus class. That's all I wanted to get out of it. Thank you very much. Okay, since we are in the NFL, we're in the NFL. Don't go too far. Let's clean up some old business, right? Beat up in the comments, hit the like button, subscribe, become a member. Let me get some love to you guys out there. I see Darian DeJed Knight. He's just talking quarterbacks, not the entire class. Thank you. Correct people for me, please. Francisco Aguilera says 2007, 21, and 13. Yeah, they went there. That ChatGPT came through. It doesn't always come through. We're going to do a little ChatGPT later, and it ain't it. But hit the like button, subscribe, and become a member. Russell Wilson got to get something off his chest, and it ain't Sierra. Let's go.
In the last couple of years, we've had a little bit of jumping around. Broncos, the situation, which I'm going to read the tweet because, buddy, I'll be honest with you, that's fucking awesome.
What tweet?
Oh, yeah, I'll read the tweet. This is the tweet that you put out. Classless, ... but not surprised. Didn't realize you're still bounty hunting 15 plus years later through the media. Now
y'all want to see a dead body? Golly, Sean Payton, duck. Goodness, who knew Russell had that in him? That's what happens when you're so nice. Don't mess with the nice ones. They got a lot of penned up anger. Good Lord.
Now, to put a tweet like that is like very humanizing. When I saw that tweet, I'm like, dude, this is fucking badass.
And then Russell Wilson bites back.
I don't say much. I never hardly ever say anything. I think there's a time and place. But sometimes you get fatigued of people talking about you. You just, like you mentioned, we're all human. But it's one thing for people that maybe aren't in the field or aren't, people say bots or whatever, talking. Like I don't worry about that stuff. Like that never. But to me, when you've been in the ring or you've been on the same side of this and that, and I got the same amount of rings as you got, meaning Sean. Listen, I got a lot of respect for him as a play caller, this and that. But to take a shot, I don't like.
See, people think they think he's too sweet. Like they like, oh, he's so nice, he ain't go. Shit. You don't become that great if you ain't got that killer in you, right? Real spit. And because he blinks when he talks, people think, oh, he ain't really here. No. He gonna be everywhere you want to be if you want it.
I think it's necessary, especially when I'm not even on your own team anymore. So for me, I've realized I've stayed quiet for so long. There's a time and place where I'm not. For me, I know who I am as a competitor, as a warrior, as a champion too. I've beaten Sean too. Like we've been on the same place and same thing. And so it's not a matter of disrespect. Just don't disrespect me.
Woo! Good Lord, Russ. Either it's coming to an end, or he gonna go on his Stephen A. Smith tour. He about to go clap back at everybody he mad at. He gets some. Oh, y'all Seahawks. Oh, Richard Sherman. Sherman. You better duck, because it look like Russ ain't playing no more. Sierra finally got through to him. She finally got that hood back out of him. She's like, boy, you better get these dudes. Stop playing with me. Oh my God. Okay, we're gonna switch gears. We got to get into the NBA a little bit. As you guys know, there's a lot of drama in my hood right now, LA, as usual. We export Hollywood. We also export the hood. And there's some gangster stuff happening with these Lakers right now. Y'all don't believe me? Look.
I checked into this with people around the league and within the team, and I'll just tell you my reporting. A league source said when he saw the video, LA is different. The smallest thing becomes the biggest thing.
Yeah, but it's still a thing. God dang it. I hate when they do that and be like, oh, it's not that big a deal. Okay, look. If my coach comes to the sideline, grabs our best player, undresses him to some degree to the point where he gets that reaction where he has one teammate that jumps up who, let's just be real, you ain't really stopping me. I just don't want to go through with this. I know the camera's on me. I know he's probably right in Coach J.J. Redick. And I'm doing too much, so I'm going to let you stop me, and I'm going to have your boy, our teammate, stop me. But neither one of y'all can do it if it really was something that I need to go press. Let's just get that straight. But it is a thing. LA, we may magnify it, but it's still a thing to magnify.
A source close to Luka told me that him and JJ have a strong, close relationship that dates back nearly a decade, and they're both fiercely competitive, and they push one another. A team source said, find me a star in the NBA that isn't frustrated amidst a 3-game losing streak. And so it's much ado about nothing, but hey, we know the internet likes to have their fun.
Okay, I love you, big dog. You know this is my guy right here, DMC. Respect. At the same time, this ain't the internet. This is the internet. Didn't say before he got put on the bench and JJ walked him down and gave him the business. Internet didn't make that happen. Like ChatGPT can't do that yet. Like we will respond to it, but we can't make it up. Now you saying the response is too great? Let's just say this is not a common occurrence. We've seen JJ Redick get undressed by Luka. We've seen Luka and LeBron walk by JJ Redick like, please. We've seen LeBron look at JJ Redick like, don't forget how you got here. You want to go back to the podcast? Okay, like we've seen it. So I just don't want you to make us feel like we shouldn't believe our lying eyes, because they ain't lying.
In this case, if you have been around an NBA basketball team full of people who live for competition, sometimes it gets a little messy when they're trying to go towards a common goal.
That's real. That's real. At the same time, that's messy. That's what he said. Sometimes it gets messy. So we just saying we see a mess, but then you're like, you're blowing it out of proportion. No, they just spilled a whole gallon of orange juice on the floor. You just want to act like we don't see anything? Just want to walk through it and slip on it? No. So it's a thing. It's a thing. Now, what kind of thing is it? How big is it? We know the Lakers have turned the corner, at least since the All-Star break. It's starting to look good, playing together, all of the big three. We're going to talk through that. At the same time, please don't tell me what to think. Please don't tell me what to feel. Please don't do that, Mr. Sir.
I like Rich Paul. I think he usually makes a lot of sense. But he said something about the J.J. Redick, Luka Doncic kerfuffle on the sideline. And I mean, it's confrontational and blowing somebody off. And J.J. Redick he's a guy that's combative. He's going to give you his opinion.
Hey, smug. I think smug is fair. Yeah, a little full of himself. I mean, we've known J.J. Redick for 20 years.
Yeah.
He's kind of the same guy he's been since he walked onto the Duke campus. Smart guy, good coach. I don't know if I would enjoy a round of golf with him. Maybe I would, but go ahead.
That's the nicest way of saying somebody cocky as hell, right? That's the nicest way you can do it. But being real, some people just don't suffer fools, and they just can't. I got a tinge of that in me, but I'm nice to anybody. I'm just like, in my head, though, I'm like, damn, if you don't shut up, you're not making any sense. Golly, but I will give you the head nod and all that. But JJ knows who butters his bread and who doesn't. And right now, to keep control of this team, think about it. He better do all this flexing right now while LeBron is still there, because at least he knows LeBron, they got that connection that is a little deeper than even his with Luka. Think about it. LeBron brought him in. LeBron vouched for him. LeBron is his dog. And while LeBron's there, take a little of this cover. And let me put Luka in his proper place so when you're gone, and this is for sure all of his, even though it is his, but he still's like the prince and you're the king, just out of reverence, out of respect. Let me handle this right now before it gets gangster. Because next year, you can't put that dog on a leash. That dog is running wild.
As you were.
So Rich Paul says very healthy. He said coach and star conflict healthy. And I said, no. In the NFL, Andy Reid, Travis Kelce, now that's the football culture. Right? You all need each other. The basketball culture is LeBron didn't like David Blatt. Luka didn't like Rick Carlisle. Kawhi didn't like Pop. KD got his feelings hurt in Golden State. The NBA is different.
It is different. And it is different when you're walking off the court and your coach tries to give you a high five, a handshake, then he grabs your arm, he grabs your wrist, and you don't even acknowledge him. You go sit down. So then you got to turn it up a notch. See, you forcing me to act like this, Luka, because I can't let you feel like this is your stuff, even though it is. I can't let you think like that because I got all these other guys. There are 14 other guys rocking with you. And you think we all gonna dance to the beat of your drum. Maybe this organization is, But this team can't. There's a difference. I know you're putting meat in seats. You ain't the only one either. And I know you can make a phone call and I'm out of here. But I'd rather die standing up than let you kill me while I'm already laying down for you. Hell no.
Come into the league at 19, Supermax 23-24. The coaches, Spo and LeBron had their issues. LeBron left, didn't give him a heads up. Like, I don't buy into this, it's no big deal. Do you?
I don't think it's nothing. I maybe don't think it's quite as big of a deal as it appears you do. Listen, Luka annoys his coaches. Luka annoys a lot of people.
Let's say this too, and I got video to show you. People are annoyed at Luka. His complaining is it's almost like psychotic. Like he needs a pill. He needs an anti-complaining pill. I don't know if that's serotonin, dopamine, one of them things going on in our heads and our hormones. He needs it. He complains. It is chronic.
Luka, his incessant griping at the officials and kind of stubbornness in style of play can be grating for, I think, his coaches, his management, fans of other teams. Now, it's the tax on a guy who this year, in what is universally being regarded as a down year, is going to win the scoring title, is scoring 33 a night and giving you 8 rebounds, 9 assists to go along with it. And so the juice is obviously worth the squeeze.
Yes, it is. At the same time, don't forget, Luka's doing this, and you ever watch a football game in particular, and a team is winning, but they make a mistake. I don't know. They fumble the ball. The other team gets it. They make a mistake, right? Throw a pick, six, something. But they're winning. But then you always hear the announcer say, that's a moment right there. We have a change of momentum. And sometimes, actually most times, the team that was winning actually wins. But we remember the times where, snap, remember that happened? And then all of a sudden, everything changes. That actually happens less than the team just made a mistake or two and they still won. I've noticed, and Colin brought up a lot of incidents, and there are more. When it does go bad, it goes bad, and you can point to moments like this. And you say, see, you're grabbing your star player. Why you got to grab them? Because that means your words ain't getting them. Your words ain't touching them. Your words ain't connected to them. If you got to go put your hands on them, that's why I don't fight. I know these words are getting you, big dog. I can see you mad. What's up? I'm not touching you. I'm already touching you.
Yes.
I do think it is incumbent upon coaches, even young coaches like JJ, even former players like JJ, to remember, I'm not allowed to be immature. The player is. It's unfair, but that's reality. Like we saw the other night, Chris Finch tell Anthony Edwards, pass when you're double teamed.
Oh, did you see that? Luka and LeBron, peer-to-peer respect. That's what I'm saying. Luka may not rock with LeBron. He may. I think he does. But people are trying to say, I don't know. Point is, he ain't going to never show it. But JJ, I'm going to leak it. He just gave LeBron, whatever is bothering him, he gave LeBron like, all right, love, man. Yeah, you know I ain't at my best. I ain't happy right now, but love. Watch what he does with Coach, though.
And Anthony Edwards then got triple teamed and took the shot anyway, made it, and then started screaming at Chris Finch. This is who I am. This is what I do. And Chris Finch just kind of had to eat it in the moment. And then privately they can chat. They have a great relationship because players can be emotional. Players can be immature. Coaches can't be. So I wouldn't have thought this video was a huge deal.
Ask Ja Morant. Remember the first game of the year, wasn't it, with Ja Morant and his coach? His coach went there. I don't even think there was anything. Coach was like, take another step, and I dare you. And Ja Morant didn't even move, and he was just like, I told you not to take another. His coach lit him up in that locker room. How's Ja Morant's season turned out? I know injuries, and I know sitting down and rest. How's it been?
What I like about it the least is, and I don't know if it's going to loop one more time, the confrontation starts because Luka won't give JJ a handshake. Like, if you really watch what happens here, Al Harrington pointed this out on the show yesterday. Like, JJ's trying to give Luka a 5.
That's not where it starts. Think about it. I mean, I know he knows this. It obviously starts somewhere else, because why wouldn't you give him a handshake? Luka, line 1.
Luka won't do it. So Luka walks away, and they go back and forth, and they're barking at each other. And then watch the end before JJ walks away. Luka relents and puts his hand out to get right there to give him 5, and JJ won't give it to him. Like, you didn't give me 5, I won't give you 5. And that's what got Luka going. Now, shout out to Jared Vanderbilt for playing peacemaker.
Right.
But I think JJ cannot meet Luka's immaturity with his own. JJ is the literal adult, the coach. He has to be, I think, better than that. And he also has to recognize this. In this moment, right now, Luka Doncic is way better at his job than JJ Redick is at his.
Every time I watch that now, that was a great observation. I ain't catch that. Luka did give it in. He's like, all right. Here. And then JJ said, nope. Duke you.
Luka Doncic is one of the handful of very greatest players in the league, even with his flaws. JJ Redick has not earned that distinction yet.
I like Rich.
Blah, 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 blah. Yo. So much drama in the LBC. It's kind of hard trying to be Snoop D-O-double-G, but oh, man. It's okay. It's okay. We're not done with the drama. We talking about contract drama. We talking about a lot of drama. Stephen A. Smith going at Zion. LeBron got to jump up into that. Yep. We still got Nick Wright. He not done because him and Draymond got something to talk about. Oh, it's real spit on this show. Like, subscribe, become a member to the channel. Let's get it in, y'all. Oh, I'm going to take this from a different perspective. You got to watch my other video. I broke this down from Stephen A. Smith's perspective coming at Zion Williamson. So check that out on the channel. But I want you to see Zion Williamson, how this all started. This is gangster. Be vulnerable, brother. Be vulnerable.
So can you tell me, Zion, the most difficult point with all the injuries and the highest point that you've experienced?
Okay, y'all hear how Malika gets it? This might as well be Oprah's couch. She about to get it out of you, brother. For many reasons, it's about to come out. Let's hear it.
I would say the most difficult point was when I missed my 3rd year with a broken foot. And, you know, there's a lot of criticism on my weight, my care for the game, etc. But the whole time I'm looking at a doctor, and the doctor's telling me, yeah, we're gonna perform this surgery, but if this surgery doesn't work, we really don't know the next step.
Yeah. So
while people are saying what they're saying, and everybody's entitled to their own opinion, it is what it is.
Dog, imagine that. And we talking about his foot, and you know big men, especially somebody with that much of the physics going for them, like he's not only big, but he's explosive. So that's your foot is like, dog, please chill. Like you just doing the most, right? And the doctor's like, yeah, I'm gonna do this surgery. Like I just got my hip done, right? The doctor's literally looking at me in my eyes like he's God. He's like, oh my God, you're gonna be so amazing. You're gonna be so happy. You're gonna be so pumped when you get done. You're gonna walk as soon as you wake up. I'm like, he giving me all this encouragement. I'm feeling good. I don't even care about the criticism or the praise from other people. Oh man, you're gonna do this and this. I'm listening to the doctor, the authority, and he's like, you're gonna be good. He listening to somebody say, I don't know if you're gonna be good. Tell you the truth. And this, a lot's on the line, hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars. Forget all these outsiders. I can see why that's low. And then y'all piled on it too? Oh my God.
I'm in Portland rehabbing, not knowing if my foot's gonna heal. I'm sorry. And it was frustrating. It was very frustrating, but I was low. I was really low because I just wanted to play basketball. I just wanted to play the game I love, but every time you turn the TV on, every time I checked my phone, it was nothing but negative criticism, man. At the time, it did a lot. Like I said, it did a lot, but it was a, blessing in disguise, and, I learned from it, and I grew from it.
And that's why you have the
Toughened him up. Blah, blah, blah. He got callous, I'm sure. To some degree, you got to. I mean, look, if you giving me an opportunity to do the thing I love, that's all I care about. Like, I got to put in priorities. Certainly, I want all things, but you're not going to get all things. Things must be sacrificed. If you listen to, read some world history books and you look at all the people, all the way go back to the kings and you go all the way back to, let's go further, to the Neanderthals. You have to sacrifice. Now, all these stories are not literal, but you have to sacrifice to get where you want to get, right? And then when you get there, you still have to sacrifice. I think there's this misnomer in this world, like you're going to have it all. No. Know somebody who has a lot and you're going to realize, oh, they don't have it all. Right? How many times you met somebody who got a lot of money, but they no wife, no kids, or they got kids, but they not with the kids, or they got a wife, but they don't love her, or they got all of that. They got money, wife, kids, but no relationship with their parents. Like it's just, I'm not lying. If you lay us all out, we all are dealing with something. And the thing he's dealing with is I can't turn my phone on. You can turn your phone on, just leave them apps alone. Get off them social apps. I know, I get it. You want to be like that. You're going to have to rig it like Drake. Drake be rigging his apps. He'd be like, psh, no comments, psh, only what I want to see, psh, not following nobody. Psh, you know what I mean? You got to do all that. But you're getting hundreds of millions of dollars to do that. That's the sacrifice. Oh, you want to run through the playground like you wanted the other kids, but then have a helicopter pick you up from the playground? It can't work that way, big dog. So sometimes you set yourself up for failure in your mental health. You treating it like, oh, I'm going to lift all these weights. You can't max out today and then say, guess what I'm going to do tomorrow? Max out. No. There's a sacrifice you just made. You're going to have to rest, chill, then come back strong or stronger. You got to do that in all facets. All facets. Crazy, man. But look, some people get it. Some people have been around the block. Some people have been criticized so much and it's like, whatever. Like this guy. And people what he says if you don't understand.
That's really good stuff heading to Denver.
Y'all catch it?
That's respect.
Me either. But thank God there are people out there that listens for things like this. He said, F all that BS about Stephen A. Ooh. Now, y'all remember earlier in the day, Stephen A. called Zion a food addict and made fun of his weight, basically, is the headlines they're saying. A food addict. God dang. That's wild. So now he's a food addict. Let's get into this. Oh, my God. Food addict. And then they took shots. So then New Orleans Pelicans took shots. Y'all got to watch the other video. I'm not going deep into that. They took shots at Stephen A. Smith. Now Stephen A. Smith is promising on First Take today to take shots back at them. Y'all asked for this. Y'all went back a decade, 2 decades, 3 decades. So now here we go. All right? That's how it goes. So speaking of Stephen A. Smith, we're going to get into this Magic City thing because Stephen A. Smith has flipped his script on that. And frankly, I get it. This story by Luke Cornett, you got to give it some love. Luke Cornett stood up on business, 10 toes down. Beat it up in the comments. Beat it up in the comments. All right. Y'all are stupid. Fry Bryce talking about Zion got it all supersized. I ain't talking to you no more. Reddy Rock, he wear a Compton hat to blend in, but the whole time he only disrespect and violate his own people. Who's my own people? I ain't talking about my family. Oh, my God. Oh, you one of them group dudes. Like, I'm black, so I don't talk about me. Even though I just did a whole segment on Luka, he black too? I just talked about Luka, but he black? See, this is why you color group thinkers, you DL Hugleys, y'all just look silly. Ready Rock 3. I'm not protecting you because you black. You sorry. You sensitive. You suck. If you are, you are. If you ain't, you ain't. You ain't getting no protection by no complexion, brother. No protection. Oh, you want protection? Oh, you know who I protect? Itty bitties. I protect little kids. I don't protect you. You're a grown-ass man. You need some help? He only come at his own people. I just did a Luka segment, and I just did a Lamar Jackson one when I was giving him love and his mama, protecting him from Colin Cowherd. Boy, I tell you, you race baiters, y'all just never gonna get it, huh? Y'all never gonna understand. Oh, well, keep thinking the world hates you, like the world cares enough to hate you. You better get your mind right. All right, let's get into it. Like and subscribe and become a member. Yeah. A member, that means all races, all types, all people, not just my people. My people. You ain't, What they say? All skin folk ain't kin folk? We ain't kin folk. Ready, Rock 3. No. Not the way you thinking. All right, let's go. All right, let's get into the story. It's a good story. I'll read it for you. Stephen A. Smith believes Luke Cornett is right about Magic City optics matter. I'm not raising my daughters to work in a strip club. Me either, even as the bartender. And in some strip clubs, she make more than them. Nope, don't care. Nope, I think I failed if my daughter's in a strip club. Yep. Oh, well, what's wrong with a strip club? Oh, a lot. I hate when people say stuff like that and you got to make them feel better. No, it's bad. You think you want to walk around here in a bikini at 5 p.m.? Indoors and it's dark, and some dude you never met just gonna you gotta sit on his, oh, stop it. All 3 legs, oh, stop it. How are you? Fuck, no. Stephen A. Smith has enjoyed the fruits of Magic City's labor, but even he believes Luke Cornett's concerns are merited. Atlanta Hawks have made more news in the last week than they made in years by announcing the upcoming promotion. He ain't lying. Monday night, the Hawks will celebrate Atlanta's famous strip club, Magic City, which is overrated, in honor of what they described as an iconic cultural institution. The Hawks will pay tribute to the Adult Entertainment Club with exclusive merchandise, Magic City's famous lemon pepper wings, and a halftime performance by Atlanta native T.I. Oh, I thought they were going to say some strippers. I was like, Lord, we are going in. We are going all the way. I was like, if you better have T.I. Man, good Lord. Okay, so last week, Smith saw the promotion and humorously endorsed it on First Take. Yep. But this week, San Antonio Spurs center Luke Cornett wasn't laughing when he penned a blog post suggesting the promotion should be canceled. Yo, this is like, when everybody was laughing, and even I was like, I didn't like it. I was like, I don't think you should associate your brand, NBA, with a strip club. Even if it's Atlanta. I was like, that doesn't make any sense. But they did. They did. Now, look. So the NBA should desire to protect and esteem women, many of whom work diligently every day to make this the best basketball league in the world. We should promote an atmosphere that is protective and respectful of the daughters, wives, sisters, mothers, and partners that we know and love. Yo, for real. Look how many women are in the NBA, how many women go to NBA games or fans of the sport, and there's no like great woman of America day. But we're going to have a strip club day? That was a bad move. Allowing this night to go forward without protest will reflect poorly on us as an NBA community, specifically in being complicit in the potential objectification and mistreatment of women in our society. Yeah, I'm not lying. Like, I don't know if they even call it abuse because it's a job, but I think being in a strip club, like, there's something wrong. You are very far off the road of dreams, the road of desire. And if you're not, then why all these issues come from it? I mean, who doesn't know a stripper and hasn't talked to her and realized, oh, okay. Regardless of how a woman finds her way into the adult entertainment industry, many in this space experience abuse, harassment, and violence to which they should never be subjected. And I'm daring to say all of them are suffering from a lack of love for thyself. Nobody. I mean, look. We all do things we don't want to do. We were just talking about sacrifices. But at the same time, good Lord, who wants to walk in and got to sit on 3 legs from some old 80-year-old dude who just want to rub your IT band? Are you serious? Hell no. While Cornett might struggle to attract many NBA players to his efforts, given that professional athletes have historically been more likely to visit Magic City than to condemn it, he appears to have swayed Stephen A. Smith. Yeah, I've been there. I don't know how many people who haven't been there when they've been in Atlanta. Black, white, Hispanic, and everything in between. Magic City is Magic City, but the reality is that the optics matter. And the reality matters. And when you're talking about the NBA signing an 11-year, $77 billion deal and the inordinate amount of partners, sponsors, advertisers, et cetera, that connect with and associate themselves and ingratiate, that's his word, themselves with the NBA brand, does this have the potential to do damage to that? I don't know about all that because I don't think this story is big enough, but it's one team doing one promotion on one night, but still, it ain't pretty. I got 2 daughters. I'm not raising my daughters to work in a strip club. We got to keep it a buck here, not be phony. There's a lot of things that men throughout this world have no problem with when it comes to themselves, but would have major problems with if it were their daughter, their wife, their girlfriend, their sister, their nieces. They would have problems with it. Yeah, if you land in Colombia and then you see all them girls at the club and one of them was your cousin, all of a sudden Colombia look a little different, don't it? Yeah, we ain't stupid. I was joking the other day when I was talking about it because I thought it was a fun story to tackle. Luke Cornett has taken the fun out of it by appropriately adding the seriousness to the situation that it deserves. Facts. Good acknowledgement, Stephen A. Whether you agree or disagree with him, you cannot say he was wrong for bringing this up. In the society that we live in, as protective as we need to be about women, these are legitimate questions. Yeah, and women got to protect themselves too. Where the women at that screamed about this? Did the feminists jump up on this? Last week, Smith criticized LeBron James for his post-game attire. Ooh, they're going here. This is why my favorite site, even though my favorite site sometimes be missing it, they hitting it right now, suggesting that players and coaches should get back to wearing suits. On game day, it would seemingly be hypocritical of him to claim players and coaches need to dress more professionally while simultaneously endorsing an NBA team celebrating a strip club in their arena. The crowd goes wild, loudly too. Hawks co-owner, actress, and film producer Jamie Gertz produced a 5-part docuseries celebrating 40 years of Magic City, which was released last summer. Oh, I didn't see that. I got to see that. A blog. All this said, hey, I got to see that. A blog post from Cornette may have swayed Smith, but it probably won't convince Gertz to turn on the renowned adult entertainment club now. I don't know if that's turning on it. Just no. Look, we had a promotion. We got to do it. We too far down the line. Whatever. We ain't doing it again. As the pending promotion continues to garner commentary and headlines, it's giving the Hawks the attention they sought. Ultimately, it will fall on Adam Silver and the NBA to acknowledge whether they welcome one of their teams from owning an adult entertainment club or disagree with what it represents. Blah, blah, blah. You know what's crazy? Like, we all told on ourselves. At least the men did, and the men with the power and the, Adam Silver on down. We told on ourselves. Like, we were mesmerized by the uniqueness of this partnership, and we were hypnotized by the fact that we know we all guilty. We all been there before. Dog, just think about it. You can walk into a room. There will be gorgeous women, and you can sit down and get your rocks off for free. Now, I don't know how long they're going to let you loiter and sit there and not buy something or get a drink or get some wings, but you can just sit there and guarantee you somebody that looks finer than half the girls you ever dated going to sit on your legs, all three of them, and say, hey, how you doing? What secular world? What kind of, whoa. Sometimes you don't even think how you got this far, right? Like, how far away are we? That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. It is wild. And then we gonna have to, I can't even talk right now. That's silly. And we promoting that. Beat it. We promote, that's the promotion. So I'm gonna go to the Hawks game. They playing the Clippers, and it's Magic City night. Oh, good. I like T.I. I want to hear Rubber Band Man. Doom, doom, doom. David Banner. Boom, boom, boom. I want to hear that. And then I'm like, and then my son's like, oh, Daddy, this is it. Where the magicians? What? Daddy, didn't they say it's Magic City night? Oh, son. You haven't experienced puberty yet. You don't know what a tingle is. Oh, it's coming. Pun intended. Oh, let me say this. And then you got to explain that to your itty bitties? And then, thank God they ain't got the girls out there, because if my daughters were there, I'd be like, Lord. I'm already like that. I open up my Instagram, and Instagram knows your Explorer. They know what you like. My daughter be like, Daddy, you supposed to be putting on Nicki and Vlad. I see that girl walking across the street. There's always some girls walking across the street, and then they look at the camera and they go like this. I'm like, save. He's like, what are you doing? My daughter's an itty bitty. I can't go to no damn Hawks game, and it's a pole in the middle of the damn court, half court. All messed up. All right, here's something. Let's talk about Reggie Miller. He got all messed up. He just gave a real honest assessment, and people ran with it. Did they run with it? So let's get some love to that. But first, make sure you like and subscribe and become a member. I need more members. Yes, Jared M. Shout out to Jared M. who just became a member. Yeah. All right, I need some love. So those are the ones I can see. Those are the easy comments to read, the members. Yeah, $3. God dang, y'all ain't got $3 for your boy? Holla at your boy. All right, let's get into this. Most of these feminists think women dancing and taking their clothes off is strength. Whereas I can't say that. Whereas Eminem Rapinoe, Megan Rapinoe. Yeah, look, the feminists, when it morphed into like we're independent and we don't need you, that kind of conversation, when it got into that level of connotation of, and it rubs off on women, man. Everybody. You be like, dog, no, you don't. I need you, so you need me. How you make a baby? Well, you can hold the baby. You can have it. You can harbor it for 10 months, but don't you need me? Don't you need some milk?
Let's go back a couple of weeks. You're there with Caitlin Clark.
Mm-hmm.
And you say to the other guys on the NBC set that her play reminds you of Payton Pritchard.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You see Payton Pritchard last night. Does he say anything about that comparison to Caitlin Clark?
Well, we had the conversation because when I said that, it was a Sunday night game. It was our first Sunday night game. It was in New York.
Reggie Miller is in the bathroom. I'm just here to tell you. He is deucing it. Come on, Reggie. Find another room in that mansion.
It just so happened we had a game Tuesday in Dallas with Boston. And obviously everything blew up after that because they're saying her look like she felt disrespected. This is people saying she felt disrespected. And the question from Maria to me was, who does her game remind you of? It wasn't the question of historically or stature-wise, who is she compared to? Because if that was the case, obviously the WNBA, she has brought so much attention and eyes like a Stephen Curry. So if that was the question, then I probably should have said Stephen Curry. But I was going by game alone. Like, who does her game remind me of? And when I look at Payton Pritchard, and if you've watched Payton Pritchard, which you've seen a lot because you live in that area, they're very similar. Now, he's probably a better scorer once he gets into the paint. But I was talking about in terms, she loves to go left in that step back three, deep three.
Blah, blah, blah. You better watch it. Look at he looking like, if you know, you know. Right? Oh, man, you can't ask no purist, no real question. You know, you can't ask. That's like something going on to somebody saying top 5 rappers or top 5 lyricists. And if they really know, they ain't going, you're going to hear Coogee rap. And you be like, Coogee rap? And he going to look just like that. You asked the wrong person. He broke it down.
That's Payton Pritchard. Throw ahead, get the ball back, make quick moves, assist. To me, that was Payton Pritchard. I think people got caught up because it wasn't a huge name. You know, people said you could have said Damian Lillard, you could have said Trae Young, you could have said Stephen Curry. I was comparing the games, guys, not the stature of Caitlin Clark.
But did you see her reaction, though? She was surprised with your with what you said.
I didn't see her reaction until everyone was like, did you see her reaction? I was like, I was talking about the game. So.
Yeah, let's leave it there. Blah, blah, blah. And that's why Dan Patrick is the dude. He was like, yeah, but all right, that's a good explanation. Did you see how she took it? Don't act like we making this up. She was like, what? She was like, huh? She's like, what are you talking about? And a lot of y'all need to be like, what are you talking about? Because the WNBA, y'all better watch out. Y'all think the owners are your only problems. Check this out. This is Unrivaled. Listen to these numbers.
Our merch sales have also done very well and have more than doubled, actually much more than doubled since last year. And we're now at close to $4 million in sales. Our ticket revenue is at actually close to $5 million, we believe, after tonight.
I'm about to say, you making this up, lady? Aren't you reading? She sound like... She's like, I think if you carry the one, we might have...
And so from a big picture perspective, this means that from a financial performance point of view, last year when we had projected $13.5 million in revenue, we actually ended up with $27 million in revenue. And this year we're at approximately $45 million. So that speaks to the financial performance, but it's as a natural byproduct of putting the players and the fans first, while consistently raising the bar and setting new standards, thereby proving what's possible when you focus on the true value drivers of a sport.
Jesus, blah, blah, blah. I thought you were here to talk about the revenue projections, CFO. She's like, nah. FAFO. She coming at the WNBA. This is what happens when you put the fans first, the game first, and set a new standard. All that is intended conversation. They not only did they start their league by borrowing in WNBA players, but they like, we gonna grow our league off of y'all. And y'all keep making mistakes and dropping the ball, we gonna take it from you. Now I had this whole big comparison chart, but ChatGPT failed me in that one, so I ain't gonna make y'all do that. It failed me in that one. I could just see the lies in it. Sometimes you hear ChatGPT be like, stop lying. And sometimes you listen to somebody talking about an all-time great and you say, man, stop lying.
Luka, LeBron, how do you think it's going? Is it what you thought it would be? Is it less than?
Legend, let me tell you this. LeBron James right now has one foot in the grave, the other on the banana peel. He just waiting on this season to be over so he can leave the Lakers. Here's the bigger question, right, for the Los Angeles Lakers. Can Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves be your franchise guy to deliver a championship in the near future? And the answer is hell no. Because neither one of those guys slide their feet defensively or are willing to play defense and their defensive liabilities. You got Luka, he gets scored on 49% of the time. Austin Reeves is getting scored on 48% of the time.
Is that good? Anybody? Y'all want to blame the 41-year-old when these dudes getting scored on at 48, 49% clips.
And the way that the league is going, Cade Cunningham, Jaylen Brown, Anthony Edwards, SGA, all of those guys are two-way players. You have to be led by two-way players in order to succeed in the NBA for us reaching the NBA championship.
Going forward, he ain't never lied now, blah, blah, blah. I thought the AAU was broken. Where were all these damn two-way players coming from with that ball in hand? Anybody? Yeah, it's a different animal now. And everybody want to talk about LeBron. This is LeBron. Let me just give you a little quick synopsis of LeBron. This is his career numbers, right? 26, 9, 21 this year. He has averaging 21.5 points in the downest, worst year of his career. 5 and 7. Let's make it 6. Let's round up. Shooting the same field goal percentage. A little worse from 3 career-wise. Free throws are up, barely. Effective field goal percentage when you mess with the three-point shot in there, same. PR a little lower, obviously. They ain't counting on them the same in the win shares. So just every now and then, got to remind people. When people are like, it's just numbers. It's just numbers. And nobody care about numbers. And okay, you want more? I'll give you more. Jesus. You get your 41-year-old ass in the backyard and touch net. I dare you to try and touch net. Bet you can't. You can't even touch net. Sucker here. He a whole different animal, dog. I can't believe it. All right, let's switch gears. We're going to get into some podcasting, the origins of this. I saw this one Joe Rogan clip. Yo, we got to get into that. That was like from 2007 or something. But we're going to get into this right now. Gilbert Arenas going to break it down and give himself some props as well. Love it. We're going to talk about this. And I want y'all to like and subscribe and become members of the show. Let's get into it. Let's go.
How'd you get into the podcasting space?
Accident.
Really?
Yeah, because of my IG, I troll, do a lot of trolling, right? I treat social media as it is, like trolling, fun, have fun, right? So Complex came to me and said, we want to do a basketball show with you and Mia Khalifa. So I'm like, all right. We did the show, and then I was like, oh, actually, I'm pretty good at this. And then what ended up happening is new management came in. They couldn't find a budget for me. So I was like, all right, well, cool then. And then the producer was like, you know what? I'll come with you. Let's start a podcast. And I was like, what is a podcast? I was like, you record it and we put it out on Spotify and stuff like this. I was like, wait, well, what about my face? I'm famous. Like, what? What's the face thing?
They try to tell you how to face for radio?
Yes. So, yeah, basically. And I was,
on radio.
It was like, I was like, yeah, so what about video? And I was like, oh, we'll do the video too and then put it on YouTube. So then I started both. And I was like, oh, I can sell the voice to Spotify and then do the video. And then I started doing like then to kind of close it up. And then now we have regular podcasting.
Yeah. It's, you were.
That's dope. That's dope to hear it. And I think we're talking teens, like 2017, that world, something around there. We obviously have come a long way from there, huh? All of us, especially Gil, killer.
You were laughing, not laughing, but episode 22. How many total podcast episodes have you done in your podcasting career, you think?
Oh, wow. Oh.
Ballpark.
How long you been doing it?
So I was one of the original basketball players.
You were.
So I was before Matt Nim.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was like trying to tell Matt, like, yo, this is like kind of therapy, man, do it. And then him and Stack, but they went with the big company, so they got pushed. I was still doing the mom and pops, style.
Same here.
Man, at least a couple thousand.
Yeah, I was going to say, you got to be in the thousands. Yeah.
You still liking it?
2000. Yeah. Yeah, it's because I've seen the evolution of it. And like from the beginning where nobody really knew what it was, right? You had really big one, but the athletes, it was like, what are you guys going to talk about, right? So 500 an episode, 500 a month. Right, it was those days where trying to get a sponsor. If you didn't, you know what I mean? It was like it was like selling records out of your car.
Yeah, no one really, it wasn't as popular as it is now.
And then it was like, I got to thank Joe Budden though, because if me and him wasn't having conversations about what do you get paid, how much you're making, it would have been this secret of what do you get paid for this.
You would have kept making 500. He would have been making.
Yeah. And then when Stat asked, like, so when me and Stat go back, like, what was your last offer? And it was this. So like, well, I'm getting this. So you're bigger than me. So he knows now what to go ask for. So because we had open dialogue about what we're making, and so it was like easier for us. Everybody like, I don't know how much I make. Everybody would have been like at $1,000 a month. Like it was like
it's great for the market. It's great for the market.
They use that against you. We always talk about it on this show how you got to be open with these conversations, no matter how uncomfortable they feel. You may be a little like anxious to not say it or to say it. You may be like, I just feel weird about it. You got to get it out there, because if not, that information will be used against you since it's not out there as an open source of knowledge. Simple as that. They will use it. Whoever is on the other side of the negotiating table is like, he don't know his value. Well, you don't have any comps. You selling a house, first thing you do is like, what did my neighbor's house sell for? Is it up on the market? What does this neighborhood look like? And then you just keep going, right? You're using all these comps to build up your value. We got to do the same in this business too. Real spit.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. Thinking about
that's the stages we're in.
Yeah, we're grinding out here, man.
No. You still have to grind, but it's one of those things where you can be making $1,000, $2,000 an episode this year, and then be in the millions next year. Because it's all about numbers.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Your numbers speak. It don't really have to do with anything else.
Yeah. How often are you joining other people's shows?
Whenever
you just
whenever it's asked, right?
You know, I like telling stories.
Yeah, it's two different. You know, I'm two different people. Like on my platform, because I know all the rules, I do what I want. Right. When I go to other people's, I know like some people's it's a little bit down.
I told him when he sat down, I said, I probably don't have to tell you this, but you do whatever you want. You say whatever you want. You're good, man.
Like I know, like depending on what platform I'm on, like I just adapt to the person in the platform.
For sure.
Oh, that felt good to hear. That's Gil. How he got here, and we all know he ain't stopping here. Just the beginning, free agent this summer, so it's going to be fun to see what that is. All right, let's get a little more fire in this show, okay? Every now and then I give you a slice of apple pie, and every now and then I give you some of this red hot chili pepper. Let's go.
I am surprised that Draymond has found the time to still be, his real passion, sports media critic.
Oh, man.
While he is in the midst of an unspeakably bad year.
Oh, Jesus. Look, I must admit, Draymond, you want to go over there? They obviously wish they could be over there. So now y'all going to have to meet in the middle. Uh-oh.
And where, shockingly, ever since Steph went out, his team has fallen apart, and Draymond just completed a month of February where he shot 38% from the floor.
38% from the floor. And his son, I told y'all the story, but I got to say it again. Every time I see him, I see a little Bryce Young in there. But now I see some Sherman Hemsley. I see a little Bryce Young, George Jefferson going, little Stephen A. too. Yes, his son. I saw him at the clutch party. Draymond could have been there. Ooh, he lucky.
38%. And that was coming off a month of January where he shot 40% from the floor.
Damn.
And he started off March in a bad loss last night when they blew a 17-point lead to lose by 13, shooting 20%.
Golly.
I mean, Draymond.
You're going to make it hard for your son to walk around. Because look, your son like, I ain't saying none of this. But yes, you are, because you sitting next to who is.
Draymond, who is a Hall of Fame player and a unique person in NBA history.
Yeah.
And people can say, like, oh, it's, you know, his numbers have never told the story of him. That's definitely true. I totally get that. But that was because he wasn't one of the single least efficient offensive players in the entire league. When you're that, then the numbers do kind of tell the story. And when your team is no longer the best defense in basketball, no longer a top 5, no longer even a top 10 defense, and for the year, you're at 40, 31, 70 splits on 8, 5, and 5 averages.
What? Oh, Jay-Z. I just hear ether. Ding, ding. Did he say 8, 5, and 5? And he didn't say 50, 40, 90, did he?
I maybe wouldn't be casting too many stones at anybody doing anything. But that's me. All right, now let's talk about Lou Dort, Nikola Jokic.
Nah. We ain't talking about nothing else but that. Blah. God, dog. Man, the ether beat is coming on, and instead of hearing what Nas said, I want to hear, God darn, I'm glad y'all set it off. Used to be hard, now you just wet soft. Goodness. No lies told either. Except I don't link your opportunity. I don't link you having a conversation or you having criticism based on how good you are. I'll let the audience determine that. But you have the right. Draymond, even if he's the worst player in the NBA, still has the right to talk about NBA topics because he's in the NBA. You can say you suck in the NBA and then Nick Wright is killing it in the media. But killing it in the media and talking about basketball, you still ain't killing it enough. Stephen A., you ain't killing it enough. Y'all don't play. So if I'm Draymond, I still talk it, even though you better duck because people out here, they ain't playing games with you, brother. Man, I ain't heard it like that in a minute. That was ruthless. My style is a juvenile. Ran with a gang and is slanging the meanwhile. All right, we're going to have to get up out of here. Y'all know us. We do an hour and a half, and then we say, thanks for the laugh. Thanks for the laugh. Yeah. So I am about to dip set. But I want y'all to see this. Let's end on a good note. Speaking of Draymond, let's get some love to the
movie. I don't know.
Oh, let's go up there. I heard you, Brian Windhorst. Y'all see this GOAT movie? If y'all haven't, I don't care. I'm giving it a promotion. I love Steph Curry, and I love his movie. I mean, it might be the best one. People saying Space Jam or Space Jam 2. I saw those way too late. I didn't see them when they first came out. Maybe that's part of it, but it ain't better than GOAT.
I went with my son's basketball team to see the GOAT movie last weekend. Steph Curry's movie. I don't know. He's the executive producer. I don't know if it's his movie, but
he's heavily involved.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. Although Wendy loves all of Steph's side projects. The DeChambeau still said it's like one of the top 5 sporting events he's ever.
Listen, like, with all due respect to Space Jam 2.
Wow.
GOAT is the GOAT.
Real spit. Have y'all seen it? Beat up in the comment. Let me know if you've seen it. I saw it. Fully entertained. Like, perfect score. Like, what a movie. Good for them. Steph Curry ready to stop playing. Who would have thought that he could do something better than shooting? Making the movies is real spit. So love for you guys out there. Make sure you guys are doing what you're supposed to do, taking care of yourself. Don't let these people tell you who to be and how to act. And make sure you take care of your blood flow too. Let's go. What's good, fam? It's your boy Marcellus Wiley. And I got to talk to you about something that's been a game changer for me. Y'all know I've been on the comeback trail after my hip surgery. And let me tell you, getting back to 100% ain't easy. I've been looking for anything to give me that edge, to help me bounce back stronger, faster. And that's where Venia's new blood flow hydration product comes in. Oh, this ain't just another supplement, people. This is about optimizing your body from the inside out. Since I started taking Venia blood flow hydration, I'm feeling a big difference in my physical therapy sessions and my energy levels. It's helping me get that crucial blood flow where it needs to go, helping my body heal and perform. I'm feeling more vibrant, more ready to tackle whatever comes my way. It's like my body just remembers how to be its best self. And for anyone out there just looking to elevate your daily well-being, this is it. And here's the best part. Venia is so confident you'll love it, they're offering a 90-day money-back guarantee. That's how you know it's legit. You got nothing to lose and everything to gain. So head over to the link in my bio, check out Venia Blood Flow Hydration, and start your own comeback story. Trust me, your body will thank you. Let's get it. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, and become a member of this channel. All you guys out there. And shout out to Jared M., who's a new member. Love, big dog. And my man, Wicked, who wrote, I ordered Venia for my mother and myself. Thanks, Wiley. Appreciate you, Wicked. You guys take care of yourselves. Peace. It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come.
Oh, this is not hyperbole here. Because I think the purpose.
Time to hydrate. Hydration's the situation, so. Whoa.